Terrapins.
Oh,
I don't know.
they're an interesting one. They're another one like Nebraska. What do we know? Tualia Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
And he sounds like he sounds like from a lot of people he's going to be really, really good this year.
Exactly. And, like you're saying how important the coaching staff is, you probably aren't high on Josh Gaddis, but dude's experienced. He's experienced, and Maryland needed somebody.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the guy you really want, but we'll see how it works out for him. Whenever he seems to have another co-offensive coordinator, he does statistically better than when he does.
And there you go. Bring in Kevin Sumlin.
Who
is a big name as well. Obviously they're not crazy by any stretch, bringing these guys in. They're not super high dollar guys like they used to be, but they're still experienced. And I am pretty optimistic. You got Caden Prather on the outside, incoming transfer from West Virginia, big time for them. Some extra weapons.
That's a good weapon for Tualia. You'll be seeing that matchup happen a lot. Their offensive line, I don't think is too bad. I think they, if I'm not mistaken, they brought back quite a few of them.
Yeah, which would be big. Give him some protection and give him time to throw, and he's got to be smart with the ball. Yeah. That's his biggest thing.
It's like
statistically though, he's like one of the best quarterbacks in the Big Ten, like the last year, 2 years.
The only problem is he chokes in clutch times.
Yeah, which we were talking about the Michigan game, and you said they blew him out. I'm pretty sure that ended in like 1 or 2 scores.
It did.
So.
They blew him out till the fourth quarter, and Tualia literally, I think they scored 14 unanswered.
I think he did get hurt at some point.
He got hurt towards the end of the year.
Yeah, and that would be the reason for that. Their defense, when you're playing Michigan, Ohio State and Penn State, it's going to be a little skewed, so I don't buy too much into the 23.28. They got a solid defense. They'll keep them in a lot of games, but I have them. I guess we're not even that far off again.
No, we're not. Let's go through this schedule preview real quick.
Yeah.
So we got Towson. The first 3 weeks, we both have them both winning against Towson, Charlotte, and Virginia. Virginia could be an interesting game. We'll see what they are capable of. That's kind of their first testament of the year, right? And that one, if that game's close, I don't know if we got the right picks for the rest of the year. But we'll see how that game goes. But we got a winning against Michigan State, Indiana, losing obviously to Ohio State, and then here's a toss-up game. I got them winning against Illinois. You got them losing.
I do. Yeah, I think in Battle of the Trenches, Illinois should be able to dominate in that aspect of it with the run game. They haven't had an incredible rushing offense, for a long time. So I like Illinois in that one. And I'm not super high on Illinois either. But again, some things have to give, and I think this is one where Illinois will be able to expose certain parts of Maryland's defense that hadn't been tested up to that point, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I think coming off that Ohio State loss, like we both know that's going to be a loss.
Yep.
But coming off that, I think Tualia will be so fired up and pissed off, and just they have a bye the week after Illinois. It's going to be an interesting game. I 100% see Tualia just getting pissed off and throwing bombs all day against Illinois.
That's what I'm saying. I'm more so looking for the game after. Like, thank goodness you have a bye week.
Right.
Then you play Northwestern.
Yeah, and that's another bye week. So they get the double bye. Luckiest draw in the Big Ten right there.
Good for Maryland.
Yeah.
Good for Maryland.
And then they have to go play Penn State.
That one might be closer than we think.
Yeah, because they get a double bye. They might as well just look forward to Penn State.
Which could be a trap game. Northwestern, but
no, it's not a trap game. I think you could run an I formation 32 dive against Northwestern all day long, and I think they would still blow them up by 50 this year. It's not good. Poor Northwestern. We'll make fun of them a little bit more as we go.
Very
on.
true.
But
Penn State game.
I think that'll be a close game, but I think they ultimately lose. Penn
agree.
State is like we've already established this. They are right behind Ohio State and Michigan, nipping on their heels.
And this year they're going to close the gap a little bit more.
That's
just a little bit more.
I mean, I think the gap stays about the same to Michigan, but they close it to Ohio State.
There it is again with the Michigan bias.
I am very biased. I love this
Nebraska. We're going to move on from the Michigan talk.
Yeah. So Nebraska, they easily win.
Should be a good win there.
Michigan, that's going to be a loss. That we both are in agreement.
Yep.
That's a loss there. Just too outmatched, too much talent versus
right.
unfortunately not enough.
Jeez, dude.
I am very
I'm trying to keep it PG, but I have some choice words for your love for Michigan that I'll leave out. All right, Rutgers. We're going to move on.
Rutgers has another bye week, and they sweep that, and they finished 9-3 according to me, and 8-4 for you.
Yeah, both would be very solid. I think their ceiling is 9-3. That's where you got them at.
And about their basement is 8-4. I think that's about where you got them. I don't see them losing.
6-6 would be
Who else would they lose to? Maybe Virginia and Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State could give them a run for their money. And again, Nebraska. I don't know about Nebraska.
Yeah, that's true.
They could be tough as well. But yeah, I look at the Michigan State game on the road, and yeah, Nebraska. Both those road games, potentially. There's a reason I picked them to win.
That's fair,
but they could be traps. So we'll move.